Hey, how's it going? This is Mike with Nowhere Bound Adventures. Today, my dog Juniper and I are going to get in the Jeep and go out on a little adventure. We are headed north. We're going to the farthest north that you can possibly drive in the state of West Virginia. It's a little obscure spot way up in the woods on a dirt road. We've had a lot of wet weather lately, and I have no idea what we're getting into. So stick around. This should be a fun one, guys. West Virginia is a strange-looking state on the map. It has a giant appendage sticking out of the top of it, which is referred to as a panhandle. When we zoom in all the way at the northern tip of the panhandle, there's a little patch of woods, and along the riverbank in those woods, there's a dirt road that leads directly to the state of Pennsylvania, the North Pole of West Virginia. So now I have a lot of questions. What is at the end of that road? Let's grab the dog, jump in the Jeep, and head out and see what we find. I don't have a winch, so I'm bringing the shovel as a form of recovery gear. Hey Juniper, you want to go on an adventure? This upper panhandle of West Virginia is also known as the Upper Ohio Valley because it basically borders the Ohio River. There's actually a lot of cool things about this area. The song Play That Funky Music by the band Wild Cherry was a major hit in the 70s, maybe one of the biggest songs of all time, and that was written by a guy who lived here. His name is Rob Parisi. He's actually a friend of mine. There's also a major casino and horse racing track, a beautiful state park, Tomlinson Run. The movie The Deer Hunter was filmed in this area, as well as the movie Super 8. The famous actor Dean Martin is from here, as well as Tracy Lords. This area was also a major manufacturing hub for the steel industry up until the late 90s, early 2000s. And so today we're going to add one more to the list and find out what it's like at the North Pole of West Virginia. Up on top and behind this ridge is the famous Wellsville Trails. If you are a person who's into off-roading, you've probably heard about the Wellsville Trails. If you look up Wellsville Trails on YouTube, you'll find a bunch of crazy off-road videos. Well, here we are. It looks like we have a 2-track. I didn't see any posted signs or no trespassing signs. The road seems doable, so we're gonna go for it. I'm gonna let Juniper follow the Jeep for a while, since you'd probably prefer that anyway. This road clearly has not been used in a while. It definitely gets more gnarly the further back we go. Well, this is the end for me as far as bringing the Jeep back here. I'll show you in a second, but it's just too much fallen trees and branches and overgrowth. It's just not feasible, and I'm tired of moving branches. So from here on out, we're gonna hoof it. And this is what the trail ahead looks like. Yeah, there's just no way. Okay. We got a mile to go until we get to the North Pole of West Virginia. White-tailed deer. Juniper's chasing it. All right, we have hit a barricade. It actually looks like somebody pushed over the barricade and dragged it out of the way. I still don't see any trespassing signs, and I'm assuming we're good to go. This is actually a pretty cool trail because it's right on the river. We're able to look at river traffic and listen to the soothing sounds of industry up and down the river. My favorite part about this is there's no people back here. And I always say it in my videos, but seclusion is what I like. That's a really pretty spot. All right, there it is. Right there at that waterfall, I'm seeing our first posted signs where it says no trespassing. So beyond here, this looks like private property, and it makes sense because this road is very well manicured and all of the brush is cut away and it's cleared. So we didn't quite get to the Pennsylvania border from this direction. We can try to approach it from the other side.
20 minutes later.
Well, I think it's pretty clear that they don't want us going back this road. The farthest north you can travel in West Virginia is about 0.7 miles from the border into Pennsylvania. That's as far as you can go until you hit private property. Well, we've reached our goal. Chewy's here with me, and it was a little more work than I thought it would be, but after hiking about, I'd say 2 miles-ish through the woods, right behind me, that fence is the border into the state of Pennsylvania. See this rock? I just threw it into Pennsylvania. I can say with very much confidence that Chewy and I are farther north than anybody else in the state of West Virginia. We are the farthest northern that you can get. Mission accomplished. So that's it for our little adventure today. If you enjoyed this video, check out the other videos on the channel. We have a lot more adventures just like this one, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Until next time, I will see you nowhere soon. Thanks for watching.